Welcome back to 1111 Ways, my friends. December is here, and with it, one of the most symbolic, emotional, and mysterious months of the year. A month where light and darkness share the same sky, where ancient stories, modern mysteries, joy, fear, and hope all walk together. A month where we don't just see the world, we feel it. And before we begin, let me tell you this. If you're someone who believes that life sends signs, that things happen for a reason, and that moments arrive exactly when you need them, then you are in the right place. Here in 1111 Ways, we explore those signs, the subtle ones, the loud ones, the ones that come through people, through consciousness, through stories, and even through mystery. So if you haven't already, take a second to hit that button and subscribe to this channel. It helps us grow. It helps us reach more people. And it allows us in this community to keep spreading hope in a world that truly needs it. And if at any moment during this episode something resonates with you, a story, a thought, a sign, please drop a comment below. Tell us what touched you. Tell us the signs you've seen this month. And share your own December miracle. And if you know someone who could use a little bit of light, a little bit of magic, a little bit of meaning, send this episode to them. You never know. You might be the sign they were waiting for. So now, let's begin. December, with all its mysteries, has a message for us today. A star in the darkness. Let's start with the sign that changed history, the Star of Bethlehem. Imagine the world 2,000 years ago, a place full of division, uncertainty, and fear. And right in the darkness moment, a strange light appears in the sky. Some scientists say it was a rare alignment of Venus and Jupiter. Others say it was a supernova. Others believe it was a comet passing close to Earth. I know what it was. It was bright enough and unusual enough that the wise men began to follow it. Not soldiers, not kings, but ordinary seekers. That's the first message. Light doesn't show up to impress the powerful. It shows up to guide the open-hearted. And that light led to a child born quietly in a simple stable, on a manger far from a palace, on a starry night, a December 24th. That baby was Jesus, and he was born to change the world, to give his life to all of us, to show us a better way, a way of solidarity, a way of loving each other, a way of learning from mistakes and being better every day. Because hope doesn't need perfection. It just needs a moment. That night, a boy that will change the world and humanity forever was opening his eyes for the first time. Now, let's go to another December mystery, Santa Claus. Most people think of the red suit man and the reindeer. But Santa is much deeper, much older, much more mysterious. He began with St. Nicholas, a man who performed miracles anonymously, leaving money, protection, and gifts in secret. But Santa is also connected to Norse mythology, where the god Odin rode through the winter sky during the darkest nights of the year. And over centuries, cultures, religions, and legends, they all fused into the Santa we know today, a mystical traveler who crosses the night around the world bringing hope and generosity. Santa carries this December message. Miracles often begin in secret. the most powerful acts are the ones no one sees. Do you believe in Santa? Well, that is the spirit of Christmas. Under the most special nights, with the word Savior came, with that night where the Savior came to earth, we celebrate the giving and the hope for a better world. Now let's explore December's mystery that many people are thinking of and waiting for this year. The new season of Stranger Things. Why do people captivate so much or get around this so much? Why does this show get you all? Why does it feel unfamiliar, even though it's supernatural? Why do millions connect with it? Because Stranger Things taps into something ancient. For thousands of years, civilizations believed that winter, especially December, was the time when the veil between worlds became thinner. The long nights, the cold, the silence, the shadows. And all of it created a setting where people felt that angels, spirits, messages, and signs could move between worlds. Stranger Things is a modern expression of that feeling. The upside-down world, the flickering lights, the code messages, the sense that there is another layer of reality just beneath the surface. And like every December story, Stranger Things carries deeper truth. Even in the darkness, strangest places, light finds a way. Let me share a story that blends this December mystery with Stranger Things and with the energy around it. A woman named Elena lived through the hardest December of her life. Her son Matteo was deployed overseas. Weeks has passed with no communication, not hearing from him. December lights were everywhere, but inside her heart, it felt like the world was upside down. Cold, quiet, frightening. One night, she sat alone in her living room, the Christmas tree glowing softly. Suddenly, the lights flickered. Once, then again, a pattern, not random, long, short, long. Something told her, record this. So she grabbed her phone and recorded. The lights repeated the pattern again and again. Her niece, a big Stranger Things fan, watched the video and said, "Tia, that's a Morse code." They wrote down what the lights were doing, and the message was simple. I am okay. The same night, at nearly the same exact moment, Matteo managed to send a message from his restricted line. "Mom, I'm okay. I'll try to call soon." 2 messages, same words, same night. One across the world, one through Christmas lights. Coincidence? Maybe. Electrical noise? Possibly. But Alina told something I'll never forget. When you're in your upside-down world, God uses what He can to reach us, even Christmas lights. That December, a month where light becomes language, everything turned and showed her the right message. Now let me balance that with another December mystery, gentler, spiritual, and maybe as powerful. A man named David was sitting in a cold train station, a snowy December evening. The train was delayed. People were angry. They needed to get home. But David wasn't just tired. He had lost his job that morning, and he didn't know what to tell his family when he got back. He sat on the bench, head down, feeling completely alone. Then suddenly, an older woman sat next to him. He didn't see her arrive. She just was there. Without saying a single word, she placed her hand gently over his shoulder and said, "You're going to be okay. Things are about to change for you." He looked up, stunned. She smiled with incredible warmth. "You're going to be okay," she repeated. "You'll see." The train arrived. He stood up, turned to thank her, but she was gone. No, not walking away, not boarding the train, just gone. No footprints on the snow. And the spot where she sat was still warm. The next morning, David received a call from a company he had interviewed months earlier. They offered him a job, better pay, better hours, and the work he loved. He said then, God knew I was too afraid to believe the miracle, so he sent someone to speak it into me. That's the spiritual side of December. Hope, hope, hope. Help appears. Messages arrive. And sometimes angels don't have wings. They just show up at the exact moment you need them. So why does December feel different? Because this month opened up senses up to the sky. Psychologists say December increases intuition, emotional awareness, reflection, openness to meaning, sensitivity to signs. Spiritually, many traditions say December is when the veil between worlds is thinner, when messages, memories, dreams, and coincidences feel more powerful. December amplifies everything: the light, the shadows, the miracles, the mysteries, the signs, and of course, hope. It's not imagination, it's alignment. So here's a challenge for you. For the next 11 days, write down one sign each day. It can be a kindness, a coincidence, a message you need to hear, a memory that returns, a dream, a feeling, a song, a number, a person who appears at the right moment, a moment of peace, a whisper of intuition. Do this for 11 days and watch how the signs connect. You will begin to see your life speaking to you. So my friends, the Nativity of that night tells us that hope is born in humble places. Santa tells us that generosity is a miracle. Stranger Things tells us that even in the upside down, light breaks through. Elena's story tells us that message travels in ways we cannot explain. And David's story tells us that angels are real, sometimes disguised as ordinary people. And December tells us this: light returns, hope rises, and you're not walking alone. Look up, look around, look inside, share the love, share the forgiveness, share the gifts. Christmas is about everyone, even those that are not around us. This month is full of signs, and some of them are meant just for you. If this episode touched your heart, if it made you think, if it made you feel, don't live without subscribing. Share this with someone who needs a sign today. Here at 1111 Ways, we're learning together how to see the light, even in mysterious times. See you in the next episode, and may this December fill your life with magic, mystery, and above all, hope. See you soon.
For all of them. Even Sarah found one Christmas that she could no longer hear its sweet sound. Though I've grown old, the bell still rings for me, as it does for all who truly believe.